This is a character design exercise in which I am improvising both the role of the interviewer and the role of the creature being interviewed. Characters with the most likes and views will be animated and made into a lo-fi album. I am a goblin. Oh, what is your name? My name? Hmm, my name is Turquoi. So what do you look like? Oh, I have, very big and thin ears that they kind of flop down when I'm sad and they perk up when I'm interested. I have a toothy smile, sharp teeth, big smile, big mouth, like a frog. And I have eyes like a bunny, very sweet. I'm short. I'm about a foot tall. My ears make me taller. Give me another um 6 inches of height when they're perked up high. When I'm stretched, I have I have a little outfit on, some tattered pants. I'm not much for sewing, so if other fairy beings have cast away their old garments, then I adopt them, mostly of the leprechauns or anything a little bit just similar in size. I'm wearing a shirt, just some plain clothes. The shirt has a collar and a cuff and no jacket. No jacket. Sometimes I feel a little bit strange wearing something so formal, and I probably won't wear this shirt too long. I just like the pants. Gives a little bit of warmth. And I have a jacket that's in my cave, and it's wool, me very warm. And I do get terribly cold, but I'm amphibious for the most part. I do have hair, but I have cold blood. So when it does get cold, I am not at risk to be injured, but I just slow down. It's very hard to do anything. So preparing for the winter is important because I won't be able to do much during the winter. And in my cave, there is an area where um, it's very warm. So I can hibernate during the winter, or I can live by this natural furnace and keep mobile if I have something that I would like to accomplish. What kind of tasks do you like to accomplish? Sometimes I'm making something, so carving furniture. Sometimes I have to. I'm guarding something. I'm in guardianship of uh, something special or a being. I have a maternal instinct, even though I'm male, but I don't really feel like a male either. I'm just sort of in the middle. But I am slightly more masculine than feminine. But yes, I can take care of a being if one has been placed in my charge, in my as my responsibility. I'll eat bugs through the winter and dried bugs for the most part. Dried cicadas. I like to eat cicadas. They're my favorite. I like that I like to eat them without even cooking them or anything. I like them dried over, that last me over time, but uh, the fresh ones that are still making noise are very fun to eat. A little bit of a darker aspect of my personality. I like to eat my food live. What else? What else do you want to know? Well, how about your family and your friends? There's a network of minds that house my family members and my friends. I do not really socialize too much, but it's nice to know that they're there. Some of us like to pack together in tribes but I find that very overwhelming. You don't get a lot of space. Everyone's crawling over each other. It's very stinky, and the species of goblins that like to live together like that are often blind, and they use echolocation, and the sense of touch is comforting to them. It's one reason why they live together like that. I'm just a more independent species, if you like. A bit softer, I guess. A little less amphibious, a little bit more mammalian in some ways, with the fur. Just sort of some fur on my face and on my back, and on my ears, in my nose, in my ears too. And I just live sort of peaceably here. Yeah, those goblins look more like bats. They have the scrunchy nose. I like them. I think they're cute, but they do overwhelm me. And sometimes I go and visit them, but I never feel like I'm a part of them. My family, yes, they're around. They sort of scuff about. We don't so much like to spend time together as much we like to take care of beings of other species. For some reason, we just like other beings. We feel slightly repelled from one another. Like we respect one another but are disinterested. We like any lost being, mice, baby mice who have lost their mothers. We like orphans. We take care of orphans. Sometimes even a human child will find us or we'll find them. We don't take babies, but if one happens to find us, we are overjoyed to care for them. We are very generous in this way, different from the other goblins. Other goblins seem to look out only for their own. They have an affinity only for their own kind, but we're almost exactly the opposite. We love baby bunnies and we love little tadpoles. Sometimes we'll, if tadpoles get trapped in here, we'll take care of them. Baby badgers. And we have a really good relationship with the forest because of this. Many of the beings, many of the animals, and we're very old. We live a long time, so generations of these animals or beings who have been in our care will be very warm and hospitable to us, and we'll go visit them in their homes. Not so much, we kind of like to stay in our own spaces. Yes, it fills us with great joy to be able to care for the beings. Sometimes we'll encounter little baby beings, little goblins of other species, and we'll take care of them too. So we have a role in the ecosystem, the society of beings, as an ambassador. And we sort of understand the hearts of all beings, especially those that we've tended to, that we've cared for. We love them very much. We are, in many ways, adaptable. We are, in many ways, the missing link between amphibians and mammals and all beings in between. Some of us even have some feathers that grow behind our ears. Such strange creatures we are. Can't quite label us or put us into a bracket. We just have everything. We're very complete in that way. Very knowledgeable, very wise. You need a feather, we have one. You need fur, we have that. We have scales. We have skin. We have everything. We don't just link one species, an earlier species, to a more contemporary species. We link all the species and we share. We're very high in compassion and very high in generosity and renunciation. We live without much, just the simple things we make: chairs, nests, table. We like to invent different types of tables. Our interiors are very special to us. We like to We like to care for beings, yes, and make interesting environments for them. One thing that we are responsible for, that we have garnered quite a bit of negativity for, is changelings. For we have such a apathetic sense towards our own kind that if we do have children, we will swap them for other babies. The parents don't like this. It's very rare. You have to, such moral dilemmas are not common for our species. We do have a lot of compassion. We know not to take babies from other mothers and other families, but sometimes if we have uh, a, a disgruntled member of our society, of our, of our connections, they might cross such boundaries. This is our main flaw, our darkest flaw. It is just a reflection of how we perceive our own society and the things that we prefer to do rather than other things. And sometimes it will drive a little goblin mad, into madness, if they have to coexist with their own for too long. They'll repel one another. So we live long but reproduce seldomly. And we usually arrange something. If we do have children, we arrange it with another being for that baby goblin to be raised elsewhere with permission. But yes, we're very happy otherwise, very gentle. We have a strong connection to the gnomes, very nice, friendly, and we have a strong connection with the flower fairies. We're all good friends. They find us endearing. Yes, they find us very endearing. We are. We're very well behaved on, generally. How do you feel on a daily basis? Oh, well, it depends if we're caring for another being. We have great love. We feel great love and warmth when we have someone to care for, but generally we feel pretty neutral on a daily basis, sort of numb. Everything feels the same, maybe boring, just sort of a subtle, unanimous pressure, maybe. Not too much movement. We don't have predators necessarily. Only when we're around too many beings that we feel anxious, too much movement within us. Yes, our temperature fluctuates a lot. We have poor temperature control. Yes, that's it. Well, thank you for answering all my questions and for sharing about yourself. I really appreciate it. Oh, yes, no problem. I enjoyed this interview. Thank you very much. Thank you.